Hello everyone. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I am really back. I have another video all ready for you. And it ended up being a little bit more of a doozy than I thought. So we're going to get into it. But first, yes, I'm still in this background. Yes, I'm still holding the mic. I think I am going to attach it somewhere, but I really don't know to what yet. And I don't think I'm a really big fan of the gray behind, like, backdrop curtain thing. I feel like it absorbs and I don't know, it also like kind of reflects the light a little weird too, but I didn't have time to change it. So we're just going with it. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. Today we're going to be talking about deaf noodles and just a lot of stuff that's been going on. So we're going to talk about all that. And yeah, this is actually not the first video I thought I was going to be making after my ripping off the Band-Aid video, which I've been getting feedback and everybody is saying that they're happy to see me and I am happy to be back too. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, let's get into this. So it's actually been a while since I really thought about Deaf Noodles, you know. He was once like a really big creator riding high off this whole irrelevant news videos. Deaf Noodles, or Dennis, was seen as somebody who was on their way to becoming a big YouTuber, or at least a big commentary YouTuber. He amassed over 500,000 subscribers in the span of, I don't know, maybe like a couple of years. I feel like he really blew up over the pandemic, and that's when I became aware of him because I had a lot of time to sit at home and just watch YouTube. And he posted videos every day. His videos were funny, sometimes lighthearted, but always entertaining. And for some reason, he then decided to burn that all to the ground. And I documented this in a plethora of videos that I believe I have in a playlist, and I will try and link it here. So you can have some backstory on that. Eventually his antics all died down, and I would say about 80 to 90% of people lost interest completely, myself included. His videos for a while were barely breaking 1,000 views. But you know, I have seen like an increase recently, and that might have to do with some videos that have recently been made about him. His content also really changed from well-written and well-produced videos to no jokes, and some of the laziest stuff I've really ever seen on camera. Lazier than this. I mean, now he just streams crap and provides the most monotone responses that he wants to be funny, but it's not. I have occasionally peeked at his channel from time to time, just like out of curiosity to see like what's going on, what's he posting? And seeing his main channel now is a far cry from what it used to be. So I kind of just stopped looking. Recently, though, within the past few weeks, Dennis has apparently been posting on his own subreddit. I am still a member because, I don't know, I joined it when everything started to go crazy and never left it. It's not like anything was really ever happening over there for a long time. So it wasn't really appearing in my feed, but so maybe that's why I was still in it. I just didn't know I was. But then it seemed like Dennis himself was actually starting to post. At first, a lot of people, myself included, assumed like that his account had been hacked just because of the nature of some of the posts that were being made. Because what was being posted was evidence of somebody who was spiraling or potentially somebody who was just trolling. These post titles included, "What's your favorite content? Should I quit and get a real job? What kind of job should I get?" Where he also says maybe he should get a job in the military. He should enlist. Sorry, dude, you are too old for the military unless you give them your YouTube age. Even then, your YouTube age, I think, might technically still be too old. Anyway, but then the posts also get darker with titles like, "Should I end it all? I'm broke and can't afford therapy. What should I do? Should I go to rehab? How can I make things right with everybody I'm wronged? And this is not a troll. I want to give up. Also, why don't people believe me anymore? Really, dude, you shouldn't even have to ask this. I'm so depressed. Should I start a GoFundMe? For your failing business? No, I'm sorry, but that is your problem. GoFundMes are for people who are, you know, victims of natural disasters or develop medical concerns or have lost loved ones unexpectedly, not to get the public to invest in your business. If that's what you want, try and get investors." He also posts, "How do I save my career? Should I sell my channel?" Also posts some documentation that he was approved to be an Uber driver, which honestly, good for him. You know, coming back to reality and doing a real life job, that's good. And I'm a manipulative, attention-seeking whore, and I don't see any other way out. So it was based off of these posts that it appeared that Dennis was becoming more aware of the damage that he had done to his channel, but not just to his channel, really any future job prospects, it seemed. In one of the posts, he does talk about how he met with job recruiters, and the job recruiter said pretty much based on what pops up on Google, he's basically unemployable. Yikes. Companies don't want to touch him with a 10-foot pole. And I can understand that. I mean, if a crowd of crazy people from the internet find he's working somewhere, even behind the scenes editing things, it will be a shit show on that company's social media. He has also made several very alarming posts in relation to mental health struggles, alluding to past and potential harm to himself. And he weighs every decision in his life with other Redditors in the comments. Now, here's the thing. If you don't use Reddit, one thing you need to know about Reddit is, for some reason, like, people just go to Reddit with their life's problems and dump them in a post and then ask random strangers on the internet for advice with serious problems. 90% of the time, if there is any sort of relationship issue, it is break up with them, run for the hills, divorce them, you know, whatever. But I also try to remember that I'm sure a lot of the people on Reddit are kids without a lot of life experience. So I wouldn't really take the advice of random people on Reddit, because you know who these people are. You don't know what kind of experience they have with anything in the world. He should really be getting offline and getting real professional help with all of the issues that he's facing. But instead, he wants to take advice from a stranger online who he's never even seen a picture of. And this does kind of feed into the post where he says he's a manipulative, attention-seeking whore. He's posting this, if this really is him, he's posting this on Reddit for attention. He even asks in a post if he should 5150 himself, or how to go about that, or should he go to rehab instead. Now, I'm just going to say, if you are in a situation where you feel like you are a danger to yourself or you are a danger to others and you fear what may happen and you wish to surrender yourself to medical professionals to be able to help you and need to do that, all you have to do is go to an emergency room and explain to them the situation. And I don't think they can legally let you leave if you express that you are going to potentially harm yourself or have any sort of ideation in that sense. But yeah, that's just a little tip. If you ever find yourself in that situation where you need mental health, you need it fast. However, Paige Christie recently made a video on this topic as well. The video was really good. It was more like an overall of what happens when people leave YouTube and their life potentially afterwards, but a majority of it was about deaf noodles. And she does mention how it's interesting in that post about 5150 or potentially going to rehab that he mentions rehab and not a specific like psychiatric inpatient facility, because rehabs are specifically for substance abuse treatment, not just psychological disorders. She said she did see him say something about admitting to a Coca-Cola problem, but she couldn't find that post in the video, or she couldn't find that post for her video, rather. Well, it's because it wasn't a post, it was a comment he left to a random person on Reddit. And this comment said, "I've tried to stop Coca-Cola, but I just can't. The addiction has a hold of me. It has my soul right now, and I don't know what to do. I honestly feel so lost right now." But then later, Duff apparently makes a post asking if he should do a drug test and posts a video of taking this test. I don't really care to watch it because, to be quite honest, if there is not another professional in the room that administers these kind of tests, i.e. just a person that watches you pee, this whole thing could be fake. He can't show himself peeing on camera. And if you have to take a drug test, if you've ever had to take a drug test, you know, like, you can't do that alone, because you could hide a urine bag in your pants. And besides, it's 2024. I don't really believe most things I see in videos because anything can just be created into a video. It makes It makes living and using the internet just like really scary and difficult. Anyway, taking all that into consideration, they also make like drinks that just completely dilute urine. I would assume an at-home test might have a harder time detecting something like that. Whereas I think like professional tests might be like an inconclusive thing or something. I've never actually taken a drug test, so I'm getting all this information just based off basic research and knowledge. Anyway, the videos on his channel then started pivoting from answering random comments to trying to open up to some of the topics that the Reddits were about, which lends credibility that his account wasn't actually hacked, and this has been him posting the entire time. I think a real catalyst for this was that a video was made by the creator SunnyV2, and it documented his downfall and his mistakes that got him to where he is now. He did a reaction to this where he literally said nothing the entire time, just watched it, and he was just a little blurb in the corner, and he said it was really hard to watch it all laid out like that, and he asked if anyone has ever wished that you could ever do like a take two, like, you know, get a do-over. It seems like watching that video really opened up his eyes and it really sunk in, and maybe it already had, it just laying it all right out there in perfectly edited portions was just, it hurt. You know, and hindsight is always 20/20. It's easier to see the mistakes that you're making when you're not making them in that moment. And then in a pretty long video, well, long by his current standards anyway, called Coming Clean About Everything, he talks about his channel and his transition on his channel not being received very well. And now he's trying to move on from that and the mistakes that he made. He's going to be more of his authentic self, which leads, you know, begs the question of what was that was going on that whole period of time? Because that felt like he was being pretty authentic with his assholeness. But perhaps there is a other explanation as to that behavior. He babbles on about his comedy club for a little bit because, yes, that is still open and running. And I actually did look it up on Google, and it has positive reviews from other, you know, up-and-coming comedians. One of the main things that I saw in the reviews from the comedians is that it's free spots for open mic night, which leads me to believe that clubs would normally charge for a spot at open mic night. So while it's great for the comedians that the open mic night spots are free, that's not exactly paying the bills. It's not a great business model. I mean, especially, you know, it's like he's just cutting off a potential revenue stream. So also in this video, he goes into how life is misery, and that's okay. That's some people's nihilistic, is that what it's called? View of life. Some people just think life is pain. I think he needs to get out of a city and like get into some nature and legit touch some grass, like lay in it, like watch the trees blow in the wind, watch some squirrels dig around for food that they left in the winter. I don't know if they do that in Los Angeles. I assume there are squirrels there though. I have no idea. But that's just me. Life is not just the rat race of modern life, and city life can be super claustrophobic and anxiety inducing. For me, just nature helps reset all of that, and I feel like that might be something beneficial for him. Even just like watching the birds in my bird feeder with my cats is super relaxing. Anyway, we're gonna move on. In this video, he does also discuss mental health struggles and having high functioning depression and family history of his own ideation as well. Ideation, it's a hard word to say. But I get the high functioning depression stuff because I deal with that as well, but I don't use it as an excuse for acting out like he did. Like, we're the same age. There's no excuse. Dennis also touches on his social anxiety issues that he deals with in real life, but now he's going to show this whole mental health journey online. He's actually going to share everything. He's going to go to different kinds of therapy and record it for content to take all of us on this journey with him. Like, he's actually going to post his therapy sessions. What? This is just more attention-seeking behavior from him, and it's not healthy, and I feel like he knows it deep down. He's just addicted to the attention. I mean, I do think sharing a journey overall can be beneficial. Like, I'm not gonna deny that at all. However, making content on a different types of therapy makes it seem like it's disingenuous. And I feel like when you're turning it into content, it could create like this barrier because now it's like work and it's going to prevent you from doing the actual work that you need to do because now it's just content instead. And because it's content, you do want some level of engagement. And because now it's a work situation, he might take a different approach and not actually but might like subconsciously not take that journey properly. I don't know. He might take like a more journalistic approach to it. Journalistic is loosely saying it. I'm just a little skeptical of all of this whole plan, to be honest. Especially because these Reddit posts, they paint him as being like in a really fragile, dark place. Another direction is he is going to be vlogging more and vlogging the business of being a comedian, which I don't know. He's not exactly somebody that I'm going to look to for advice on this, but once again, that's just me. He also talks about how he's becoming an Uber driver and doing Uber Eats, and he's thinking about live streaming his passengers and interviewing them. What the fuck? What a fucking nightmare that would be. Just close your eyes and imagine this for a minute. Your Uber pulls up, you get in, and surprise, it's stuffed noodles. You're being streamed for anybody, the 20 people that watch him to see, and he's bombarding you with stupid questions. This is the laziest cash cab knockoff because you don't even get money from this at the end. I'd probably cancel my ride as soon as possible. I also wonder the legality of this because I'm pretty sure California is a two-party consent state. So the passenger would have to consent to being filmed, but I'm not totally sure how that works. I think I don't know, I probably would consent, to be honest with you, because holy crap, like that would be crazy. But this just sounds like a bad time waiting to happen, to be honest with you. Like, who knows what can happen on a live stream, especially in an Uber. Like, he doesn't have great track records with live streams either. He's been banned several times. But this just makes him seem so desperate and lazy with content creating. But he says this is all just a hobby now, and he doesn't rely on this anymore. This is not his main source of income. He doesn't need this. Except on Reddit, he's asking if he should sell his channel, which means he knows there's value in it. He just doesn't want to put the work into it anymore. And that's really sad because he used to be entertaining. But he's going to rehabilitate his image. Good luck with that. He says, sorry, little gal. He says he wants his vlogs to be more like invoking the essence of Casey Neistat or David Dobrik from 2016 because we need more of that energy. He does need to get his energy up if he thinks he's going to be on the same level as them. At one point, he refers to the past as everything that happened. And I hate when people refer to everything that happened. It didn't just happen. Like, happened means like there was no control. It just, everything went that way. No, you made choices that caused you to be where you're at. So a couple days before this video, a short video was posted titled, I Give Up. In this, it's like maybe 2 minutes or something. He says it's over. He used to be ashamed of the past, but he's not anymore. He doesn't know how to fix things though, how to get out of the issues he created. I think this video was posted around the same time as the GoFundMe Reddit post was made. And in that post, he says that every month he is operating at $32K in the red. Every month. That's over $384,000 a year. This man needs help. This is not a successful business like he has tried to portray this. He needs mental health. He needs financial help and whatever type of help there is. He does mention in that post, like maybe he should just file bankruptcy, which that could be a good bet for him. But really, you need to talk to a financial advisor who has looked over everything and is an actual trained professional, not just a person on Reddit, please. And if you're so tied to this business and you want to keep it going and you want to make it successful, like, get a business manager, get somebody who knows how to run businesses, start charging for mic spots, create class memberships. I don't know. There are multiple ways to be getting revenue going. Figure out all the ways that you could be bringing revenue in because it does have potential, but for some reason, he doesn't see where he's dropping the ball and because he doesn't have the experience to pull it off is what it is. And yeah, that amount of debt seems beyond overwhelming. I'm somebody that's really working hard towards being debt free. But the whole of my debt has never even surpassed what he does in a month. That's crazy. So I started writing and making this video, well, writing it anyway and compiling everything about like 3 days ago. And when I started, it had been like a day or two maybe since his last like post. I haven't really looked at his YouTube channel actually, but on Reddit, his last post was 5 days ago, and it was, I don't see any other way out. I'm going to myself. And I mean, there were a lot of people that were saying, you know, don't do this. There was one person being a jerk that said live stream it. Somebody does also bring up Deaf Noodles making the tweet of telling them to educate themselves at the end of a barrel of a loaded shotgun. So some people don't have sympathy for him based on his past and how terrible he was to people. Yeah, so he hasn't posted on the Reddit in 5 days. Let's actually, I'm going in real time right now, and we are going to see when the last time he posted on any of his channels were. Let's see. Last time he posted on his main channel was was 5 days ago, and it was this video. And that was the same day that he made that post on Reddit. So that's 5 days ago. Let's go to other channels. I don't know where his second channel is now. I thought he had a second channel. I'm going to his Twitter right now. We're still calling it Twitter, right? I know I've been gone a while, but I still call it Twitter. Do you guys still call it Twitter? I refuse to call it X. Oh, well, okay. The account was suspended. Oh, yeah, there was something actually on his Instagram that I did want to share. Cancel. Let's get out of here. Okay, there was this post. I saw it on the Deaf Noodles Comedy Club Instagram, but it has since been deleted. I know it's on Reddit, so let me go back to the Reddit. And now the fact that this has been deleted is even more kind of alarming. Okay, so I saw this post a couple days ago on Instagram, and I saw it on the Deaf Noodles Comedy Club, and then somebody posted this on Reddit. They posted this 2 days ago, but it says, "Attention, hello all. We will be canceling tomorrow and Friday's open mic nights due to family emergency. We appreciate your understanding, support, and patience while we navigate these tribulations. We deeply apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. If you have already prepaid for 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. mic..." Wait a minute. So these people are paying for mics. Anyway, so apparently people are paying for mics at the open mic nights. Maybe they weren't in the beginning just to get people in the door, and then maybe he started charging. I didn't really look to see when those reviews were from. Anyway, so if you've already prepaid for a 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. mic, please send us a DM with a screenshot of your payment and we will refund you. As of now, Saturday classes will continue as scheduled. I don't know what that means, but they're going to have their Saturday classes. If anything changes, we will update you accordingly. Thank you for your support. We look forward to welcoming you back soon. And then it says a follow-up. I didn't see this one. Hey everyone, we anticipated and we were hoping to be back in business by Saturday, tomorrow, 4/04/24, for drop-in classes. Unfortunately, we still have much to sort through, but we will be back for regular programming Monday. We will be releasing the slotted tomorrow We will be releasing the slotted tomorrow evening, and we will make the announcement when it's live. Again, we want to express our deepest apologies for any inconvenience this may have caused, and our sincere gratitude and appreciation for your patience and understanding. Thank you for everyone that has reached out and sent well wishes. Your kindness and support has been absolutely instrumental. We can't wait to see you guys soon. If you have prepaid for tomorrow's class or any of the canceled nights, please send us a DM with a screenshot of your payment and we will promptly reimburse you. Okay, so it does sound like he is getting a stream of revenue going in that sense. So I'm not going to go and cut what I said earlier out because that would just be too difficult. And part of my return is that I'm going to be less perfectionist and I'm not going to sit and edit teeny tiny little things out. I am going to edit all the time so I stop and drink water because my mouth is dry. So within the past 5 to 6 days, something has happened because it seems like Deaf Noodles is pretty radio silent. That's somewhat alarming. Who knows where Deaf Noodle is right now? It seems like something has happened and he has had to take some time for whatever reason. Who knows if he's actually going to share this journey or not? We will see. Hey guys, hi, hello. It is me from the future. Well, just the future from everything that you've watched. It's all still the past, you know. But I needed to come in and do like an update because some stuff has happened within me filming this yesterday and me doing this today. So I filmed everything on Monday the 6th and it is now Tuesday the 7th. It has been about a full 24 hours since I finished filming everything. And then I started editing and finishing all this morning and throughout the day. So in that time frame, Def Noodles has removed everything from his channel. There is nothing. There's no videos. There's no user picture. There's nothing. I also checked the Def Noodles Instagram. It is completely blank. There's no posts. There's no user picture. It does still exist. It seemingly... Def Noodles has been wiping everything of himself from the internet thus far that he can control within his social media. Now, this in combination with the fact that he hadn't posted any videos for 5 to 6 days and the Reddit post stopped at, 5-6 days ago. And the last Reddit post was pretty heavy, to say the least. That definitely had people concerned. I think some misinformation was being spread without people knowing what the full story was or what was going on. People just jumped to conclusions, which in this kind of scenario could be possible because, also you're taking into account that on top of not posting on social media and now removing everything from your social media, also the business that he held so near to him has had to cancel open mic nights and classes, like I previously just showed you guys. So that does lead to some concern for Dennis's safety or whereabouts. Keemstar, of all people, though, did confirm on Twitter that Dennis is alive. I don't know if he said alive and well or just alive. So I'll include I'll cut my face off of screenshots, whatever. But some things have been happening within the past couple of days. So I just wanted to include this in here to keep you guys all up to date because I literally saw this while I was editing. I actually wanted to go to his channel and use some videos to create just little clips to be playing over me while I was talking and explaining and doing stuff, And there was no videos. There was nothing there. First I thought there was something wrong with my phone because I was just looking there, and then I went on my computer and yeah, there was nothing. And then I just checked the Instagram right before I came on here and yeah, nothing. He's already banned on Twitter, so there was already nothing there. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to drop this in. I am going to go. Thank you so much for sitting with me. I probably look a hot mess. I just got home from work. But anyway, yes, back to the end of this video. I don't know, man. I really don't have any more real advice for Dennis except for maybe get some real mental help, get some real financial help, and get some business help. Maybe take some business courses or something that might give him purpose and meaning and help him learn what the heck he's doing. And maybe he has been off the internet for about 5 days, so maybe that's a good sign, but maybe he should stay off a little longer. And I don't know, go walk children in nature or something. That's my advice to him. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for taking time to watch this and welcoming me back onto YouTube. It's been a while and this was fun. You know what I mean. Anyway, I will talk to you guys in my next video. I will be hopefully getting it up soon. I have an idea of what I want to make it about, but you never know if something might pop up that I want to make a video about first because I'm on my own timeline now, and I just wanted to talk about this because I've been noticing this happening for a while. To be honest, this actual topic made me be like, I want to make a video about this because I've been watching the Reddit posts for a couple weeks now and was like, what's going on? And then I saw Paige Christies video and I was like, there's a lot more going on here. So I started diving and looking up things myself too. So yeah, anyway, if you haven't watched Paige Christies video, I'll link it down in the description too, because it was a good video. I will see you guys in my next video. Laters. Bye. I am so cozy.